First of all, let's give it up for Ben Saunders. In that first round, we're just thinking, damn, a second omoplata. I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna do it again? Dude pulled out his arm. But in the third round, when he had him in dead orchard, when you're playing full rubber guard, when I'm playing full rubber guard, I'm trying to get to invisible collar by any means necessary. That's where I'm trying to get. Boom, I'm in full guard, I'm gonna do everything I can to get you an invisible collar, and then boom, and then make you suffer a little bit there. Sometimes people tap, but you don't count on the tap. Just get in there and just know that it sucks for them. And invisible collar in full rubber guard, that's, once you got that down, there's nothing your opponent can do. He has to wait for you to open up. Once you got it down, once you know how to deal with dudes trying to stack you, I'll put a guy in invisible collar and just leave him there. I'm in control at that point. That's why I like it. I want to get there. It sucks. And you wear him down there. I want him to think, before I go for a gogo plata, or generally I just go for muddy waters and then hit that invisible croc. I really don't even go for a go-go in full rubber guard. When we're playing 3/4 rubber guard, I'm thinking go-go. I'm thinking go-go clinch. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about go-go roll to the mount. Can I get a Hazlet? Do I end up in Jew Claw? Bam. Jew Claw's last resort. I didn't want to go there, but he defended everything. Now I'm in Jew Claw. That's all 3/4 rubber guard. Full rubber guard, invisible collar to muddy waters. That's all I'm thinking. All right? Ben's legs are so goddamn long that we just go right to dead orchard. Mission control, dead orchard every time. So he did that twice in the fight, in the first round and in the third round. It's very hard to stop that. You're gonna need a dude with wide shoulders. Maybe he can't do that to Hector Lombard. Maybe, right? I don't go directly to dead orchard because I'm Mexican. Really simple. Victor Davila ain't going to no damn dead orchard unless he gets Tori in it. You know what I'm saying? If you're Mexican, don't really get too obsessed with dead orchard. Chinese guys, you too, okay? So don't laugh. All right, Patrick? We've discussed that before, okay? So when I was working with Ben with full rubber guard scenarios, I'll just go to dead orchard, fuck it, and try to land some elbows. Learned a couple things from that. Zombie them. When you have a guy in dead orchard, sometimes they slip right out the back door. Sometimes they posture through and wiggle through and break that apart. It's harder to pull out of dead orchard. I need someone tiny. Who needs you, King? I might need someone smaller. You know what? I'm going to use Coruscant, everybody. Coruscant. All right, I can dead orchard her all day, any day. All right, so that's different. Sorry. Didn't mean to front on you. And I'm in full guard here, full rubber guard. We want to get that hand to the mat first after mission control, and then double bag, and then clear the neck, and then boom. Now we're in invisible collar here. There's nothing she could do here, all right? I'll keep her here all day, all right? So from here, what I want to do, I love getting here for the control and just to break him down here, make him feel helpless, but it makes muddy waters, the path to muddy waters, it's easier because we're going to uncross and high double bag. This arm comes out, and at this point, it's easy to push that arm in and then adjust here. Now that arm's all by itself. This is the spot I want to be. This is a really good elbow spot. Great, this is probably the best elbow spot right here in the game. Boom, invisible collar, you really can't get to with elbows. is a hard one. Here, Muddy Waters, she's defending that arm. Boom, I'll bust her head wide open. All right, and then from here, we're keeping her right arm trapped, and then that rotation right there, that's what I'm looking for. But since Ben goes right to Dead Orchard, because his legs are so long, his invisible collar, they just pop out of him. So what he did exactly what he did it on this. Well, I'll do it on this. So he zombied. I don't even know if he zombied at first. He just puts the leg over and then bam, he triangles it.
The other side.
Yeah, I was on the other side, but it's the same thing here. And then once he gets here, since he has the gloves, it's kind of hard to pull out this arm. So this arm's kind of trapped, but it's fine for elbows. So he was elbowing right here. The first one opened up. You see that? The first shot, bam. First shot, boom, you just see blood. You'd want a zombie to make it harder for them to pull out. Hard for her to pull out now with the arm on the mat. Are you okay? But what ends up happening when you zombie, it's hard for her to pull out. But if she stacks, get on your feet and stack, it's hard for me to throw elbows. So he was punching back here because he was stacking. But anytime the arm was here, now he's not stacking. Now you can really land elbows. So what I learned from watching that was zombie if they're sliding out, if they could slide out. But to get really good elbows, because again, once you zombie, she's gonna get up and smash and stack. It's hard to get elbows. You guys understand? So harder to get out, harder to land elbows though. Pros and cons. So really, maybe he does both. He zombies here for control, and then boom, you come back in here and throw elbows. He was throwing punches or whatever. At this point, the way to get this arm, the way to get the left arm, just like the way I would set it up, but now we're not going to invisible collar, we're going right to Muddy Waters. How are you gonna get that arm? The same way. So I got real long legs. Boom, bam, Dead Orchard, right? Once it's time to get that arm, you do have to zombie. Now you want a zombie here. Now I'm not gonna land any more elbows. Now this arm is everything here. I'm gonna hug the knee, and then I'm gonna uncross that and high double back here, get this arm out of the way, and then now we're back to Muddy Waters. So he felt really good here because he was throwing elbows, he was winning the round. Why try to pull the arm out if you're winning the round with these elbows and you're busting them up? It was a good move. I was yelling right arm, right arm. I just wanted him to finish the fight, but looking back at it, he made the right decision just to stay here and pound. But at the end, when he decided to go for it, this is gonna be, I mean, it's a real simple, couple simple steps. He already knows how to get here with no problem. He's gonna put everybody right here. This is the way it's gonna look. And he's gonna throw it. It's gonna be very hard for anybody to do anything. And then when it's time to get that arm, we gotta get his protector out of the mix. Because when we go for it now, his right arm can't protect that left arm. And then really the move from here is gonna be just uncross, grab the shin, squeeze the knees up high, and bam, and then immediately attack that arm and smash it in. Even if they're strong here, try to open up your elbow this way. It's very hard. You got this boom and this, bam, very hard. Now, this arm needs to be extended straight, not like this, because then she can put all her weight over here. We don't want that. We want this arm to be straight and this leg to squeeze down. We want this angle here. If she tries to get back up and stack, we just put a forearm right there in her head. And we just stay. We want this angle. She's gonna be defending that arm's all by itself, and when we decide to go, it's just this. Always keeping that arm in check, or keeping this straight, keeping this angle. If you don't want to open this up at all, you can just grab this right here and go down and see how much you can take that. That's the best option. So you don't have to let go of any of this. But it's nice to get that work to rotate your hips, bam, and to take that arm as well. So, first thing we're gonna work on with Ben is to fix that. He's getting to dead orchard with it's unconscious for him. It's in his DNA. Now we need those 2 steps in his DNA. Real simple. Bash him up. 30 seconds left in the fight. He's here. He didn't zombie. You can go from here, and then you can go underneath, boom, and then you can go here, and then you can go boom. Right here, your elbow, and then right here, control. And then just constantly mess with him, pam, pam, elbows, and then when it's just time to go, you got a zombie. And this is the 2 moves, or 2 or 3. Uncross, double bag here, just like that. And then push this in too. All right, so we're here, keep this arm, keep it nice and tight. Keep it out, make it. So I'm gonna uncross, grab, and then push this in. And now this arm stays straight, and now. So that's it. That's what I was calling for. But that would have been a bad move if it didn't work, and he pulled out, and maybe they stood up, the guy landed a couple shots. Ben needed to win that round. He won that round, he won the fight. Man, can't tell you how awesome it was the rest of that night. Just getting that W. Man, it's a close fight. One judge had it going the other way. People online, half the people thought Robertson won, half the people thought Ben Saunders won. Could have gone either way. It's like, how do you score that first round? That first round, Ben was beating him standing pretty good. Landing all those kicks to the arms. He was definitely winning. He got taken down, wrapped him up in dead orchard. That turned into Jew claw, fought in Jew claw for about 15 seconds. And then they got back up. He was beating him again, and then got caught with a right hand and got dropped. He immediately went to a leg lock to get him to turn. They stood up, or I don't know exactly how the round ended, but he landed one good shot. How do you score that? If you can't just be, you can't assume that they're gonna give it to Ben, right? Maybe they do, shit, but some people just see a knockdown, boom. If there was 2 random dudes that were fighting and I was the judge, I may have gave it to the guy who scored the knockdown. I don't know. So you don't know. So that first round was like, shit. Second round, really close. Nobody really got rocked anybody. It was hard to tell. Like, damn, at that point, you want to play it safe, and you know what? Let's just say they gave Kenny Robertson both those rounds. That's why I was telling, Ben's wrestling coach came up and goes, should we tell him that he's down 2? I'm like, damn, I don't know if he's down 2. And we thought about it for a second. I'm like, then I made the decision to say, you're down 2, you got to win this one, we got to get a knockout. That may have been a mistake, but right there in the heat of the moment, I was just thinking, that's probably the best thing to say to get him to go after this dude. It's third round. He put a lot of work into this. He had to go out and just lay it all out, and he did, man. He did. Second round, it was toss up. Third round, he went out there and attacked. And Kenny Robertson didn't want to take him down no more. He was like, fuck it. I knocked him down standing. He almost had me in omoplata. He wanted to stand. But Ben went after him and landed a lot of shots in the beginning of that third round that Robertson was like, fuck that, I'm taking this dude down. Bam, he reverted back to his wrestling. And that's exactly what Ben needed, was to be taken down. So anyways, one more time, a big round of applause for Ben Saunders for representing.